The sun beat down on the scorched red earth of Durothar as Gurubàshï, a young troll hunter, stepped out of the shadow of the trial dens. Strapping his bow to his back, he felt the itch for adventure, but his quest log was empty. At level 4 he was still proving his worth to the Horde, so he set out across the Valley of Trials to find someone in need of a sharp eye and a steady hand. His first stop was the practitioner of the elements, Zureetha Fargaze. She looked up with a grim expression, pointing toward the dark caves to the north. "The burning blade seeps into this land," she hissed. "Go, hunter. Cull 12 vile familiars and thin their numbers before they corrupt more of our soil." As Gurubàshï turned to leave, he was nearly run over by Foreman Thazz'Rill, who was stomping his boots in frustration. "You there, hunter," the orc barked. "My peons are the laziest grunts in Kalimdor. They're napping under trees while there's work to be done. Take this blackjack and give him a good crack on the head. Wake up 5 sleeping peons and tell them to get back to the lumber piles." Gurubàshï headed toward the craggy foothills. It didn't take long to find his first target. A small, purple-skinned vile familiar hissing near a cactus. With a fluid motion, Gurubàshï notched an arrow and let it fly. As he moved from one demonic imp to the next, he kept a keen eye on the shade of the nearby trees. Sure enough, he spotted a peon snoring loudly enough to rattle the leaves. "What?" Gurubàshï swung the foreman's blackjack. I'm awake. Back to work," the peon yelled, scrambling toward the nearest woodpile. Gurubàshï repeated this rhythm with the precision of a true tracker. He wove through the brush, his arrows finding the marks of the 12 familiars one by one. Between the combat, he tracked down 4 more lazy workers, delivering the motivational thud of the blackjack to each of their skulls. As the 12th vile familiar fell into the dust, a sudden surge of strength washed over Gurubàshï. A golden flash of light erupted around him. He had reached level 5. He felt swifter, his senses sharper, and his connection to the wild stronger than ever before. With the tasks complete and his new strength surging, Gurubàshï made the trek back to the main outpost. He first approached Foreman Thazz'Rill, tossing the heavy blackjack back to the orc. "Your peons are back at their posts, Foreman," Gurubàshï said with a confident grin. Thazz'Rill grunted in approval, satisfied that the lumber would finally start moving again. Finally he stood before Zureetha Fargaze. "The familiars are dealt with," he reported. Zureetha nodded slowly, her eyes sensing the new power radiating from the troll. "You have done well, Gurubàshï. The spirits take notice of your growth." Gurubàshï stood a little taller. He was no longer just a novice. He was a hunter of the Horde, ready for whatever deeper dangers Durothar had in store.